Hi friends, welcome back to my channel SciTecher. In this I'm going to do the epic kind of CPU throttling test comparison between all of these three smartphones which I got right now. Starting with the first phone, which is a Realme X7 Max, second is the iQOO 7 device, and third is the Realme GT Neo 2 device. So this is going to be very much intense kind of extreme testing, friends, which I thought of making a video on this particular topic. The main reason is because I did create the community post regarding the what type of processor the users are actually using, and I'm getting plenty of comments saying that the Dimensity processor are getting heat, and even the Snapdragon 870 sometimes it will get heat, and I'm getting a lot of mixed reviews and comments as well. So I thought of making my own style of CPU throttling test comparison between all of these three smartphones. For every 5 minutes I'll try to write down the temperatures, which phone is increasing what kind of temperatures. This is going to be really very much intense kind of testing, friends, as I said. So in the beginning all the phones are exactly similar temperature, as you can see, exact same kind of temperatures, nothing but high temperatures in the beginning. I did try to maintain exactly similar temperatures and same battery percentage, 100% fully charged. All the three smartphones, as you can see clearly, fully charged 100%. Just before this video, I did upload the video on the battery draining test while watching YouTube videos comparing these three phones. So make sure to check out that video in case if you're interested for more details as well. And definitely, friends, I'll try to focus comparing these three smartphones. So now, because a lot of users are actually confused which phone to buy, that's the reason I thought of focusing all my videos only on these three smartphones. So all the apps are completely clear from the background RAM management. There's nothing at all, no Wi-Fi connection, no SIM card, nothing at all at this moment in terms of the connectivity. And this is my room temperature, which is 27 degrees Celsius, and there is no AC, there is no cooler in my room, absolutely nothing. And I'll try to remove all the charging plugs at this moment. Let me try to remove all the charging cables, all the charging, everything is completely removed in all the three smartphones. As you can see, friends, exactly there is no charger connected to that device at this moment. So during this time, I'll try to use the exactly same settings which is present in all the three smartphones for about close to 30 minutes of time. Exactly, I'm trying to select, as you can see, 30 minutes and 100 threads. So this is going to be very much intense kind of testing, friends. All the smartphones are having exactly same kind of settings option, as you can see. Same options I'm trying to select. Try to watch it again. As you can see, friends, same settings I'm trying to use. So because this also matters a lot. So now all the three smartphones are configured to the same settings. And final thing I need to do is increasing the brightness levels. I'll try to increase all the three smartphones to the 100% brightness level. This is going to be, as I said, extreme intense testing, friends. I need to find out which phone is heating fast. That's why the reason I thought of using it full brightness mode. And one more quick note, the Realme X7 Max has only 1000 nits of brightness. These two phones, they do have the 3900 nits of peak brightness. These two phones, iQOO 7 and the Realme GT Neo 2. So you can take even that into consideration. Let me try to start the test. The test and the stopwatch is started exactly, and initial readings were only 30 degrees Celsius in the beginning of starting the test, as you can see. Same. I'll try to monitor for every 5 seconds. I'll try to monitor. Yes, exactly. I'll keep on monitoring, friends, for every 5 minutes, not 5 seconds, sorry. 5 minutes. I'll try to monitor. So don't worry about this color. This is actually green color because of this focusing, and that's the reason. I'm not sure why it's showing blue color effect, but it's actually green color. I'm not sure. Yes, some kind of reflection maybe. So this using with a full 100% brightness, no high performance mode, no GT mode, nothing, no ultra game mode, nothing is enabled. Just as it is, I'm trying to run for 30 minutes of time. So we're gonna find out Dimensity 1200 and the Snapdragon 870 chipsets, two mobile phones, and one of the phone belongs to same Realme UI as well. So this will be kind of fair comparison. So let's see what happens next. After 1 minute of time, temperature reached to 32.6, 32.6, 34.6. You can see the Realme GT Neo 2 is start to increase higher temperatures within short amount of time. Within instant, the temperatures will be increasing higher. So don't worry, because the Realme GT Neo 2 is a recently launched mobile phone, right? So we need to give a couple of updates. Maybe after 3 or 4 months of updates, then the phone will be optimized. If you watch my previous videos on the Realme X7 Max, you'll be able to find similar kind of words me saying that Realme X7 Max used to get a lot of heat as well, generate high temperatures. But after a lot of updates, the phone got slightly optimized. That's what I'm expecting, maybe after a couple of updates in the Realme GT Neo 2. So again, I'll be back exactly after 5 minutes of time. Then I'll try to write down the temperature readings of all the three smartphones which has been recorded. 5 minutes. In this way, we will be able to monitor what is going on between this all the processors in all the three smartphones, how much difference it's increasing. So that's what incremental increasing, how it's going on. That's what my main idea of comparing. So again, we'll be back after some time. So right now we are trying to reach exactly 5 minutes of time. Let's check the temperature. 37.6 degrees Celsius in the Realme X1 Max, 37.6, 37.2 iQOO 7, 38.4 is the highest. As you can see, let me try to write down the readings. As you can see, these are the readings for the first 5 minutes of time. The Realme GT Neo 2 is in the highest level of increasing temperature, 38.4 degrees Celsius. So again, we'll be back after 10 minutes of time. In the 10 minutes, we'll try to see what is going on with the temperature readings in the all of these three devices. So right now, as you can see, friends, we're getting close to exactly 10 minutes of time. Let's check the temperature, 38 degrees Celsius in the Realme X1 Max. You can see when the phone increases high temperatures, the performance will automatically decrease in the Realme X1 Max. With the recent update, that's how it happened. 38.4 degrees Celsius is the highest recorded in the Realme X1 Max, 38.4 and 38.6. So performance is not compromising in the Snapdragon 870, 38.6, 38.4, 38.4. Same temperatures, 38.4 in the Realme GT Neo, as you can see. The temperature also not increasing from here. It's kind of remaining exactly kind of similar. Same like the iQOO 7 device, not bad. So all the three smartphones are able to maintain exactly very close in terms of the temperatures wise, 38 degrees Celsius for the first 10 minutes of time. So let's see friends what happens for the next again 50 minutes after that. So then we'll be able to see what is going on. So these are the readings for the first 10 minutes of time. So again, we'll be back after 5 more minutes. So right now, as you can see friends, we are reaching again close to 15 minutes of time. Let's check the temperatures, 38.4 degrees Celsius. It's remaining exactly same. 39 degrees Celsius. Right now the iQOO 7 also increased a little bit, kind of 39 degrees Celsius. And Realme GT Neo 2 is about 38.8 degrees Celsius, 39 degrees Celsius as well. Slightly kind of increasing, little bit kind of close. But it's very close, not bad. So 39, somewhere around that. So iQOO 7 is having 0.2 and 0.4 slightly higher temperatures, little bit detecting friends at this moment in the iQOO 7 device. You can see clearly, not bad. So overall, this Realme GT Neo 2 was able to maintain sometimes below 39 degrees, but most of the time it was close to 38.8 degrees Celsius. But Realme X1 Max, you can take a look at the Realme X1 Max, what is happening, 38 degrees Celsius only. So these two phones, they reached 39 degrees, but this phone was able to keep exactly 38 degrees. So if you look at the battery draining, you will be really shocked to see battery draining, which phone is not, how much it got drained. So 96% in the Realme GT Neo 2, 96%, as you can see exactly 96%, and iQOO 7 device, it drained about I think close to 92%, 96, 92 and 95 in the Realme X1 Max. As you can see how much it got drained, 95% in terms of the battery draining. So let's take a look at the back side of the phone, how is the temperatures. So back side also it's maintaining high temperatures, 38.2 degrees Celsius. So front and back completely high temperatures in the Realme X1 Max device. Let's take a look at the iQOO 7 device. Even back side also 38.6 degrees Celsius on the back side. Even the back also really high. Front also kind of close to 39 degrees Celsius. Realme GT Neo 2, let's check back side position, 37.6, 36, 35, 35, 36, 37. So back side is slightly low temperatures in the Realme GT Neo 2. As you can see, it's detecting only 37 degrees Celsius. Not 38, 37 only I'm getting in the back side, not bad. So it was able to maintain slightly kind of low temperatures in the iQOO 7 device. Even Realme GT Neo 2 did reach 39 degrees, but you can see 38.2 degrees on the back side. So again, we're back after 20 minutes of time. So right now, as you can see friends, we are reaching exactly kind of close to 20 minutes of time as well. So let's check the temperature, 38 degrees Celsius. Realme X1 Max stable exactly 38 degrees Celsius only. 38.8 degrees Celsius we're trying to see in the iQOO 7 device. Somewhat less temperatures. It's decreased a little bit. And Realme GT Neo 2 is also kind of close to 38, but 39.2 somewhere around here I'm trying to detect. 39.2. .4, so slightly it's maintaining higher than the 39 degrees. iQOO 7 device 39.2 also, yes, both phones are maintaining exactly 39 degrees Celsius only, friends. The Realme GT Neo 2 and the iQOO 7 device at this moment after 20 minutes of time. So I'm going to be back after exactly 25 minutes. Then we can see what is going on with the temperature. You can clearly see what is happening with the graph in the Realme X1 Max. It's not consistent like the Dimensity. You can see it's not that stable. You can see ups and downs and everything. The graph, look at the graph, how it is in terms of the, as you can see, design and everything. You can see multiple colors and everything on this one single graph in the Realme X1 Max. But whereas in the Snapdragon processor, Snapdragon 870, you can take a look how clean and neat the graph is exactly. There's no disturbance in the power output and performance output. It's completely kind of stable. So this is why few of the users that prefer the Snapdragon processors for long-term gaming. Yes, for long-time gaming. So I'm going to be back after some time. So right now, as you can see, friends, so it's been getting close to 25 minutes as well, and so there's a small power cut at this moment, and that's the reason the temperatures are slightly higher in all the three smartphones. 41 degrees in the Realme X1 Max, and iQOO 7 also 41 degrees. Realme GT Neo 2 also 41 degrees. So there's a small power cut, friends. So that's the reason. So there's even there is no fan at this moment. It's not running. So before also I did use only normal fan. So there is no AC, there is no cooler, only normal fan used to be there. But we can actually understand slightly better results under this condition what happens. So if there is no fan in the room, if I try to do the CPU throttling test, how much higher the temperatures can actually increase. So these are the few things which we'll try to concentrate in this testing, friend. That's really good example. We will be able to get to know what happens. So till now, iQOO 7 was able to maintain really stable in terms of the graph. But let's see what happens at the high temperatures. Will the stability maintains or it will try to decrease or not? Even with the Realme GT Neo 2 as well. Will the stability maintains or decrease? Even Realme X1 Max, sometimes increasing up to 40 degrees, what happens is that it will try to decrease the performance. So that's what I'm going to observe at this moment in the Realme X1 Max. So let's see. Because I'm getting plenty of complaints on the Realme X1 Max saying that under extreme temperatures, the Badion's mobile game it's getting stuck. I mean, it's getting hang sometimes in the Realme X1 Max. And it's changing the FPS from 90 FPS to 60 FPS under high temperatures. So right now this will be the really very good condition, friends, very good situation where we can actually see exactly what is happening. And my room temperature, you can observe clearly it's kind of a little bit increased but not much. And under this condition, what the impact gonna be there on these phones when there is no power in the room, I mean no fan, without any fan, if I try to do the testings, how much the temperatures can actually increase. But one thing is that the Realme GT Neo 2, it's really stable in the graph, you can clearly see. But iQOO 7 started to increase and decrease, started to give this kind of weird graph which is going on in the iQOO 7 device at this moment. You can see the temperatures also slightly increasing. It's kind of normal, friends, definitely. Under these extreme conditions, the temperature will increase, obviously. And 42 degrees Celsius in the Realme X1 Max also reached. 42 degrees Celsius, not bad. So we should be able to see anytime the graph decreasing in the Realme X1 Max, because that's what the few users that it mentioned. Let's see whether the Realme X1 Max can it show any kind of red color indication or not. So this will be really good interesting test, and the temperatures were maintaining exactly kind of close to 41 degrees Celsius. Nothing much huge difference. So all the three smartphones are side by side regarding the temperatures. So this is going to be really very much interesting test. So right now you can see iQOO 7, the graph, which looks ups and down. iQOO 7 graph. So Realme GT Neo 2 was able to maintain really good, stable. It's no problem in the Realme GT Neo 2. And the temperature also slightly kind of close to 42 degrees in the Realme GT Neo 2, temperature slightly increasing. And Realme X1 Max, I'm getting some kind of weird graph which is going red color indication. Yes, just now it started to create the red color indication if you try to observe in the Realme X1 Max. Yes, you can see the performance dropped close to 50%. OMG. Direct decrease in the performance with the high temperatures detected in the phone. 41.2 degrees in temperature. This is the problem This is the thing with the Realme X1 Max. This is also another good thing, and some people they don't like, some people they are okay with this, because this will definitely prevent overheating of the phone and GPU, CPU, everything, by decreasing the performance in this way to avoid overheating. In the iQOO 7 device, you can see ups and downs, the graph of it's going on exactly after 30 minutes. So at 30 minutes, we got the graphs, and I'll try to take the screenshot, and then I'll try to compare the screenshot between all of these three smartphones side by side. Then we can actually discuss what is going on with the overall scores, high score, medium score, average score, low scores, and percentage what has happened. And battery percentage also I'll try to show you how much it got dropped. So during this process of testing. So is the 5000 mAh of battery is useful or not? These are the few things which I'll try to show you. Right now let me try to show you the screenshot which I'll try to open at this moment in all the three smartphones which I'm opening. So right now, as you can see, friends, exactly the graph, this is the graph, this is how it looks, exact. And the Realme X1 Max, you can see how much kind of ups and downs in the Realme X1 Max. iQOO 7 was able to maintain really good stable, but at the end, when there is a lot of high temperatures, it was unable to maintain that kind of performance consistently, as you can see exactly. Maybe next time I'll definitely do one more test without any kind of fan in the room. I'll try to do the CPU throttling test just to check what is happening between these two phones. So don't worry, I'll try to do that video as soon as possible, because even I did not know like this before, but Realme GT Neo 2 was able to maintain really good consistent level of performance. Stable graph, as you can see in the Realme GT Neo 2. But let's take a look at the CPU total up to 92%, 84% in the iQOO 7 device. CPU total. Let's take a look at the Realme X1 Max, 53%. OMG in the Realme X1 Max. As you can see, the Dimensity processor, what is happening. But the performance was scored high, 3,47,000, 3,28,000, 3,31,000. And the average is highest in the Realme GT Neo 2, 3,13,000. Next, 3,04,000 and 2,82,000. And the minimum score, lowest score found in the Realme GT Neo 2 is 3,03,000 only. That is the lowest score ever recorded. So it did not come very low. Not bad. So iQOO 7 came down to up to 2,62,000 as well. And the Realme X1 Max came down to 1,82,000. As you can see, friends, exactly the graph difference out of these all phones. So that's it, friends. Thank you for watching this video, and stay tuned for more updates. This is a quick comparison between the CPU throttling test and extreme conditions only. I'm trying to do this kind of test. So from this, we can understand that under high temperatures, the Realme X1 Max will struggle to give the performance a little bit. So that's the reason why under high temperatures, the Battlegrounds mobile game from 90 FPS is shifting to the 60 FPS and 70 FPS. So when the phone detects high temperatures. So that's it, friends. Thank you for watching this video. This is a quick comparison between all of these three smartphones. In case if you have any other questions, let me know in the comment section below. And please let me know how you think about this kind of testing. Are you interested in the CPU throttling test in no fan environment or not? Let me know in the comment section below. That's it, friends. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video and let's stay tuned for more updates. Meanwhile, signing off and bye.